Hey everybody, it's Mike Guglielmi from Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast. I am back to give you my predictions and picks for the conference finals coming up Tuesday and Wednesday night. Yes, Tuesday tonight, Wednesday tomorrow night, October 29th and 30th. Huge games. Who's going to go play an MLS Cup? Who's going to win and lift the conference finals trophies? I'm going to tell you who's going to do it right here, right now. Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast. We just finished up recording our latest episode here on a Monday night because we had to get ready to get through the games so that you guys could listen to some previews for these games coming up. So I'm going to give you my picks and predictions. Check us out at SOP Soccer on Twitter. Get in the conversation. Let me know what you think about my picks down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe and like. Not only do we bring you picks and predictions every single week, but we do the podcast recording here on YouTube. Tonight was through Skype because Nick had a few issues with his children that he had to take care of, so he couldn't make it out to my place to record together. But throughout the off-season, we're going to be bringing lots of different content to you here on YouTube. Enough of that. Let's get into the games. First up, LAFC hosting Seattle Sounders in the Western Conference Final Tuesday night on ESPN. 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. LAFC at the bank. It's going to be another wild affair. Great atmosphere in LAFC like there always is against Seattle. This game, I think it's going to be a bit of a dud. I don't think it's going to be crazy exciting like the El Trafico was last week. I think Seattle will come in with a game plan to really shut things down. We talked about it in our podcast, so check out that video or subscribe to it through your favorite podcatcher. I think that Seattle, Schmetzer, the way he goes about the road games in the playoffs is to really suffocate that offense and focus on that and just maybe get lucky on a counter. It worked in 2016 in MLS Cup final against Toronto FC, where yours truly actually attended that game in Toronto. It did not work very well in 2017 MLS Cup at Toronto in that game. But it works well for Seattle when they're on the road. Do I think it's going to work well against LAFC? I don't know. LAFC has so much firepower up top, especially with Carlos Vela. The guy is just unbelievable. I think he finds a way to break that hardcore defensive game plan that Schmetzer's going to come out with, and I think that they'll get a goal probably in about the 35th to 45th minute, and all of a sudden it's going to open the game up a bit, and LAFC will take advantage of that. I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory for LAFC to move on and host MLS Cup final on December. Here I am with the old playoff format. November 10th in about a week and a half. So my pick in this game is LAFC to win. Now, moving over to the Eastern Conference, this is going to be a really fun matchup. You've got the current reigning champions in Atlanta United hosting Toronto FC, the 2017 MLS Cup champions, in Atlanta at the Benz. This game is going to be very exciting. I think you're going to see a lot of goals in this one, especially if Josie Altidore makes his way back for Toronto FC. Some injury questions for both sides. But Toronto always plays well at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They are rolling right now. They are full of confidence after that huge 5-1 extra time victory over DC United and then knocking off the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference in New York City FC at Citi Field in New York. So I think this game is going to be extremely good. However, I think that Atlanta just has too much firepower, especially at home on that turf. Joseph Martinez will find a way to get this done. I think he is good for at least a goal. I think Pity Martinez, who is a big-time player from South America, he's had a rough season coming over. This season he has not lived up to the expectations, but I think he will get a goal as well. I think that after all is said and done, Atlanta United will beat Toronto FC 4-3 in just a crazy, awesome, amazing game. So, my pick in this one, Atlanta United to beat Toronto FC and take the victory and move on to LAFC at the bank to set up the MLS Cup final that all of us wanted, that everybody was expecting to see, LAFC hosting Atlanta United. those are my picks for these two games here on Tuesday and Wednesday night. I will give you an extreme in-depth breakdown of MLS Cup preview, as well as my pick and prediction next week. Make sure you check out our podcast that's going to be uploaded here very shortly, if not uploaded already by the time I get this episode uploaded. So, thanks for watching. Those are my picks. LAFC, Atlanta United, get it done at home. That home field advantage works for them. Join the conversation on Twitter at SOP Soccer. Let us know in the comments what you think about my picks, and we will see. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.